Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Maggie here, and today I'm sharing a little tutorial with you, craft with me video on how I made this pocket journal. I had shared this in a recent video. This is my design team project for Ruby and Pearl. And yeah, so I'm just gonna show you guys how I put this together. There are so many different variations on YouTube that you can find. This is just one of the ways how I do it. The great thing about this project is it's really versatile and you can make it so many different ways. You can add more, you can add less, you can, yeah, it's awesome because you can definitely make it your own. And I'm just going to show you a quick, starting off point of how I made it. So I'm making actually a smaller version today because I have this file folder piece that has just been laying around, and I thought it would be fun just to make a little bit smaller version, and I'm going to send this to a pen pal of mine. So this is the original one. You can see it's much taller than this one that I'm going to make. But that's the great thing about this project is you can really do it so many different ways. So this is really, really easy. To start with, all you need is a file folder. I buy these at Dollar Tree, and they're quite long, but they're so great. I use them for so many different things. And then file folder, some envelopes, bone folder is great because you are going to do some folding. And I definitely don't really measure anything. I'm really terrible with that. I just don't. So I just kind of, play with it, and that's just kind of how I come up with my projects, really. So first thing you want to do is figure out your folds. You can really fold this any way you like, but all I did was I folded 1/2 in, and you really just want the accordion style fold. And then this piece here, oops, the other side also gets folded in. And let's try it like that. One side is a little bit bigger than the other. Yeah, I had that on my other journal as well. But I liked the different layered look that it gave you when it was like that. So it has the natural fold in the middle, okay? And then just kind of play with it and figure out how you want your folds to work. So I think I want to fold, let's see. I like that way. I like this way. All right. So what I did was I put these two smaller sides on the back, and then just folded in and then down. This is the way the back looks. Has a nice, layered piece. And you can definitely not use the fold that comes with the original folder, and just if you want it to be even, just fold it evenly. I just kind of wanted to keep that original fold, and I like having this layered look down here. So this is going to be my cover. I like the idea of having a larger cover. My inside pages, and then my back. Okay, so after figuring out your folds, the next step to this is, hold on, let me look at something a second. Okay, so back here on this part, I have this last fold, I have some papers sewn in. It's just like a smaller signature of different papers, okay? It's like a little mini journal in the back. You got to figure out where you want this part. And so I'm going to, since this front part is the bigger part, I'm going to put my journal pages here, I think, because this is like a smaller part back here. That way I can have wider pages. So this front part is going to be where I stick my little signature. So what you want to do is you want to reinforce this seam right here. Okay. All right, so I have this really big roll of masking tape, and I just got it at I remember. I think I want to say I got it at like Target or something. Most random place, but yeah. So, and what I do is I grab my ink and I like to age the tape a little bit. I just do some swipes, and I use this tape for all kinds of stuff, and it's super easy. You can use any type of ink you want. You don't even have to ink it. I just like the darker tone you get. So, okay. So you just cut a strip, super easy, and you put it right down the center of this, right down the center of this. And that just gives you a little bit of a, I just fold it over here. You don't really see much of it. That just gives it a little bit more extra strength to hold some pages. You're not putting a ton of pages in here, but I like to have just a little bit extra something just to make it a little stronger, since you will be stitching a signature in right here. Okay, and remember, your signature doesn't have to go here. I mean, it can go anywhere you want it on the inside. But yeah, I just wanted there. So then next, I'm gonna figure out so on this journal, I have this opening right here. And all this is 2 envelopes I glued down in the center to make this little opening there. So I need to cut these envelopes to the height of this. So I'm just gonna hold it up against it and grab my scissors. So we are the same. I'll save these offcuts for like a tag or something, make like a little pocket tag. Do it again with another one. And then these should be the same size in there. Okay. So now my signature is going here. I'm gonna put my flap opening in the back. So we're kind of going a little backwards unlike last time. Let's see. So what I did was I put them down on an opening. Okay, so since this is the wider part, they have to go here, I think, because then then that's how they'll, yeah, that's right, now that I remember that. Okay. I hope this works. See, I'm trying something new, guys. I'm doing it totally different, like not totally different, but a little bit different order than my other one. So we'll see if this works. So now you're just gonna glue these flaps down and they're gonna fit inside of each other. Just like that. I want to say these folders, these envelopes are a little bit longer than was way over that one. All right, so because my signature is gonna go here, I'm gonna come in a little bit more so I can leave a little space. I want to just make sure this will fold in nicely, and it does. Okay. I want to leave room for my signatures to go here. So otherwise I would go right up to that fold, but I'm not going to today. All right. So here's what I have. Super easy. Open it up. I'll have some signatures here, or a signature here of some pages. And then this will fold open like this. Pockets, pockets, pockets. This will fold open. More pockets, more things. That's it. That's all it is. Super simple, super easy. So now your next step is to embellish with your, not embellish, but like cover the whole thing with book pages. Great way to use up book pages. It doesn't matter what kind they are. I'm going to use dictionary pages. You cover every single surface and then cut around. So I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll be right back. All right, so I just went through and I covered all the sides. I also wanted to mention I did add, you know how we added the masking tape down the back for where the signature is going to go. I also added a strip to the inside as well to make sure that is nice and strong. So what I did was this is the envelope flaps all covered. I put a little bit of masking tape on the inside of this paper so that just to make it stronger, and then I put a little notch to show that that's a pocket there. I did some inking on the inside of the envelopes too. So what I did was I just put glue down on the envelope and then put a whole book sheet on top of it and then just carefully cut around. Just so I knew it would be a perfect fit. And I did that through the whole thing. Laid glue, put a whole book sheet down, and then just carefully cut around. So this is such a fun way to use up your book pages. I love the look of it. It's really, really pretty. Okay, so now your next step is I'm gonna do some inking. This is completely optional. I just really love the look that you get from it. Just some quick inking. I wanna make sure I do the cover really well because I really like the look you get from it. And I'm using Antique Photo. I'm gonna do all the edges. And then I'm also gonna do these sides here. So see how you can still see a little bit of the envelope? So I'm gonna ink this as well, and then I'm gonna go through, add a tiny bit more glue where this paper's coming up as well. But first I wanna just go ahead and ink it since I'm doing this. So I'm gonna go through and ink this whole thing. And then after that, I'm gonna go and do some stitching. So the stitching is completely optional. I just like the look you get from it. So I'm gonna go through and run this through my sewing machine. I'm gonna stitch all the way around the outer edge. And when you do this, just be really, really careful. You're double checking what's on the back because these flaps are loose. And if you can easily accidentally stitch the flap down, and you don't wanna do that. So just be really careful to make sure when you're doing your stitching that you don't have the loose envelope pieces in the sewing machine. I have my inking done and my sewing done. I went pretty close to the edge. It's completely up to you how far in you want to stitch. I just liked going in really close to the edge. So yeah, so I have the stitching done, all the inking done, and I went back in and I glued down some extra pieces that book page pieces that looked like they were coming up a little bit. I had to start and stop a bunch of times, but I think it kind of adds to the you know, rugged look of it. So yeah, so now the really fun part, so we get to add all of our pockets and tucks. So initially these are the two envelopes. We have the original envelope pockets, one here, one here. I like the idea of adding in a long one here and a long one here. So I'm gonna do that for sure. In my other book that I made, let me show you really quick. I did this little deal. This was super easy. This is just a cut apart that I stitched down here that, and I had it attached to this little top envelope that I made. Super easy envelope to make. I can show you guys how to do that as well. And then I used cut aparts to add little tucks and pockets. This is a Tim Holtz butterfly down here I used as a little tuck. And this little flippy doodad right here has a little pocket behind that. So yeah, just so many ideas, just have fun with it. I pulled out a bunch of stuff to use to embellish. So I have some pre-cut little, this is some Tim Holtz wallpaper. I'll use that somewhere. I have another little cut apart right here. I went ahead and grabbed some really pretty, this is some quilt fabric. I love that fabric. I have some digis. These are from the Boho Butterfly collection from Ruby and Pearl. I grabbed pretty much a ton of digis from that whole collection because they're gorgeous and they're really beautiful. So I'm going to do tons of embellishing with those. This is a card I got in the mail. I thought it would be really cool to like, it has writing in it, but I'm just going to cut this out and use this as like a pocket. Really fun to reuse this. This is just like a little pocket. I think I got these off of Amazon. Super easy just to glue on or stitch on or something. And then I also grabbed, this is a piece from Tim Holtz paper pad. These are little squares and I'm just gonna cut them out and use them as little journaling cards or pockets or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set some music and I will speed up my little process, but you guys will be able to watch me add my little pockets and tucks and do some decorating. But yeah, so let's do it. Book page that I did some stenciling on and I layered up how I wanted it and I just stitched around the main image there so then everything kind of got attached down. And then I thought it needed some more texture and like another layer. So then I added this little ruffle here. So this is just a piece of fabric scrap that I sewed and ruffled, and then inside that one I put, this is one of those Tim Holtz butterflies, and I just stitched it right down the middle so that the wings are still up and they add that like three-dimensional look. So then now I'm just gonna glue it all down. Yeah.
Oh.
Why? You miss her?
No. I was just wondering. I want fruity pebbles, but we don't have any.
Oh my gosh. You're so neglected.
What? I am. I want cereal. Be a rat.
You guys want to decorate for Halloween today? When Dad gets home, he can get the Halloween stuff out for us. What do you see? What do you see? These are gonna be like 3 journaling cards. my signature. I didn't add a ton of pages. I wanted it to be on the thinner end because in all of these pockets that I added, I'm gonna put journaling cards. So she's got journaling space like throughout the whole thing. And all these little things will be journaling cards. So I didn't do a whole ton of pages here. But, so this is what we have. Cover, open it up, pocket here, pages, a fun little tuck spot here for a journaling card. Love that. This is one of those Tim Holtz butterflies that I just glued the 3 sides down. Pocket here, large pocket there, and then this is just like a little belly band with some tags. Sorry. A large pocket right here, and here. So there is still room for her to add her own collaging and like decorate as she'd like. And then over here, so this flips. I'll put a bunch of little embellishing pieces like little tickets and things like that in this envelope for her to use. And there's still a bunch of space to add more stuff. Belly band right here. I'll put a big journaling card, probably 1 full page journaling card there. And in the back, big pocket there. And then the whole back side. So there is, let me get this ink out of the way, a large wallpaper pocket right here with a couple journaling cards. Let's just put it in there. And then this here is that fun interactive piece where you just untie this. And I made it, so the other one that I made, I sewed down here and turned it into a pocket. But this one I thought it would be fun to leave it so she's got a bunch of journaling space and not use it as a pocket. And if she decides to use it as a pocket, she could just put some glue here and use it as a pocket. And then this is just like a little tuck spot. So right in here, I'll tuck in like a journaling card or some tickets or something that will fit right in there. And then it just ties up and sits really nicely like that. So yeah, so this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this process. I hope it wasn't confusing. If it is, just let me know. So fun to make these. And this is the most adorable little one that I'm gonna send my pen pal. I hope she loves it. This would be a fun little mini journal for her to use, or a notebook. She can stick it in her purse. It's super cute, super interactive, and it'll be really easy to mail this. So I just love it. It's so adorable. So now all I have left to do is pick out a closure, and I just have a couple different pieces here, and I think what I'm gonna use, I don't think that's long enough. That would be really pretty. Ooh, I do love this burgundy. It's tied to something else. Yes, I think I'm gonna use this piece. So, and as you saw in the video, I just did a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. That's all you need. Works out really well to stitch. There's tons of videos on YouTube if you don't know how to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch that will teach you how. So easy. So, and for the closure, especially once you start adding things in, it will get, I think I can just untie this maybe. It will start to get chunky, so you'll definitely need a piece of fabric or something to close it up with. I like to use just pieces of fabric because they're stretchy and they're really easy. There you go, super cute. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. I love it. And then the back of it. So, and I changed it around, the design from the last one that I made. And that's what's so fun about these, is you can make it different every single time. every single time. You can just change it up and have your pockets in different places and your signature in different places. And yeah, isn't that right? Love it. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, guys, and comment down below if you have any questions for me, and if you do decide to make one of these pocket journals, I'd love to see it. So if you share it, just tag me over on Instagram. You can find, I'll link my Instagram handle down below so you can check me out on Instagram. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.